Okay, so here, test 8.1A. This is your class 10 maths, the first test of exercise, test 8.1. Okay, so follow me and write it, test 8.1A. This will include the introduction part. Introduction, okay, introduction. Then, and exercise 8.1. These questions, okay, B 1, 2, 3, and 4. This we will find on textbook page. Okay, textbook page 189. So let us be mindful of this portion. So 189. 189. So let's start with the introduction. Okay, this chapter is called Introduction to Trigonometry. Okay, Trigonometry. So the chapter is Introduction to Trigonometry. So the first thing we need to learn in this chapter is the word trigonometry itself. So you can follow me as we do. The word trigonometry, okay, is metry. Okay, this word is derived from these Greek words. Okay, derived from the Greek words, three Greek words actually. The three Greek words. First one is here, tri, and the meaning of this tri. I repeat, this word trigonometry is derived from three Greek words. The first one, tri, meaning here, simply meaning three. The word tri, Greek word tri, means in English three. Okay, then the next word, Greek word from where this word trigonometry is derived, is gon, which simply means, gon simply means sides, S-I-D-S-E in English. The word gon means sides. And the third Greek word from which this word trigonometry is derived is the word metron, simply meaning to measure. Okay, to measure, or you can also simply meaning measure or to measure. So when we combine these three Greek words, tri, three, gon, meaning sides, and metron, measure, we can therefore say, so trigonometry, the word trigonometry, literally, okay, literally means the meaning, or simply means, or literally means, simply means, we are dealing with what means study of relationships, according to your text, study of relationships between sides and angles, sides and angles of a triangle. That's the meaning of, simple meaning of trigonometry. See here, three sides measurement. So the only figure that has three sides is a triangle. So the word trigonometry is simply three sides measurement, means measurement of the three-sided figure, which is a triangle, right? So it simply means study of the relationships between the three sides and the three angles of a triangle, because every triangle has three sides, right, and three angles. So write as we go. Okay, write along with me. Okay, then the first thing that we need to know in trigonometry as a beginner, because we are all beginners now, we're hearing this word trigonometry, for the first time in class 10, right? So we are beginners. So as a beginner, the first important thing that we need to know, the foremost or the most important thing we need to know is, first of all, the trigonometric ratios, right? So we need to know the first thing first, meaning we need to keep the first thing first, meaning what we need to know first is the basic, the simple one. Quite simple, just listen carefully. Now, what do you mean by trigonometric ratios? So in order to define this, let us take on this flat surface. Any flat surface is called a plane, P-L-A-N-E. So when we touch the surface of this whiteboard, it is flat, right? So that is a plane, P-L-A-N-E. Okay, let us take an example of a surface which is not a plane. Now you can see this ball, yellow ball. If you touch its surface, you know it's not flat, it is curved. So that is the surface of a ball, which is an example of what is not a plane. So plane is any flat surface. Okay, so on any flat surface like a whiteboard or your notebook surface, paper, you take a fixed line. Let us say the fixed line is OX. Then let us write here. Okay, let us just go to the little bit of a corner. So let us take this OX. Fixed means not moving, and this line is on the plane, means on the whiteboard. So let write along with me, revolving line, let us say OP. Write down. Starting from the position initially OX. Let us say OP was initially at the position OX. Okay. Trace out or make, whatever you like to put. Trace out an angle, any angle or an angle. Or trace out an angle XOP equal to O, right up to here, and we'll explain this. Okay, write as a, don't write after me, but write as I write, you also write along with me, because we're going quite slow, right? So this means that there is a line OX which is fixed. Another line OP is there, which is not fixed but revolving on the plane, on the whiteboard. So let us say it revolves in the anti-clockwise direction. Clock hand moves like this clockwise, this is anti-clockwise. So let us move like this. OP, which was starting from the position OX, means it was here, move in anti-clockwise direction and came here. Let's say it came here. So this is OP, which was initially hiding on this line. So it came up like this and met an angle XOP. So this is the angle which is taken as O. That's the meaning. So let us now draw from here, drop a line which is making 90 degree. In other words, perpendicular to OX. So draw PM perpendicular to OX. So now we got a right triangle. If any triangle you take, there are three angles, right? If any one of the three angles is 90 degree, that is called a right triangle. So this is a right triangle because this is PM is perpendicular to OX, means this angle at a point M is 90 degree. So we can take that right triangle. In right triangle, POM you can say, or OMP or PM, or up to you. We are taking this way POM. In right triangle POM, with respect to the O, that means the angle O, with respect to, you can just write once if you want, XOP, this angle XOP, with respect to the angle XOP equal to O, or we can simply write with respect to O, means the angle here XOP is taken as O. So this O denotes an angle. So every angle has two arms. Listen carefully to this. This is so important, trigonometric ratios. If you don't know this, then we cannot even proceed to the next part. Okay, so here every angle has, what is an angle? An angle is a side, is a figure formed by two lines meeting at a point. So this is an angle right in front of you. So let us mark it A, B, C. Now where the two sides, any figure formed by two sides meeting at a point is called an angle. So as we can see, every angle has two arms. Just like we human beings have two arms, an angle also has only two arms. Not more than two, not less than two. So what are the meeting point of these two arms here, B, you would agree, right? It's called the vertex of the angle. So while writing the angle, this angle, we have to make sure that the vertex, which is B, should come in the middle position. You can write it there for angle ABC, or you can also write CBA. Both are correct, as long as the meeting point of the two arms are in the middle position, that is correct. But if you write ACB, that would be wrong. C should not come in the middle because C is not vertex. Just going back to basic so that we are clear about this. Okay, so just like that, this O is an angle. So what are the two arms? All of you answer. What are the two? Every angle has got how many arms? That's right, two arms. Okay, so what are the two arms of this angle O? Look on the diagram in this triangle POM. Yeah, that's right. OM is one arm. The second arm is OP or PO, you can say. OM, MO. Either way, it's correct. OP. So the two arms of this angle O are, once more, yes, OM and OP. Then which is not the arm of this angle O in this triangle? Which side? It has three sides, right? Which? So the two sides of the triangle which make the arm of this angle are OM and OP. Which one is not the arm of this angle O? Correct. Well, PM doesn't form the arm of this angle. That one is called the opposite side, according to your textbook, denoted by letter say O. The side of the right triangle which does not form the, which is not an arm of the angle we are taking with respect to, is called opposite side. Or some textbook even call it as perpendicular side, perpendicular or opposite. Next, again, this is 90 degree. In every right triangle there is a 90 degree. Otherwise it would not be a right triangle. So what are the two arms of this 90 degree? 90 degree means angle, so it will have two arms. That's right, MP and MO are the arms of this angle, 90 degree. Which one doesn't form the arm of 90 degree in this right triangle? That's right, OP is not the arm of the 90 degree. That one is called the hypotenuse. So today you learn this one. The side of the right triangle, which is not the arm of 90 degree angle, is called the hypotenuse in a right triangle. So hypotenuse is found only in a right triangle, right? Now one side remains unmarked. Which one is that? OP is hypotenuse. PM or MP is opposite. Yes, OM is not marked. That one is called adjacent side. I'm writing in short. Let us denote by A capital. Or some textbook call it as base. Adjacent is called as base also. Opposite is also called perpendicular. Your textbook use opposite and adjacent, so I'm just following it, okay? So with respect to O, in this right triangle, the three sides have now names. The side PM is nothing but the opposite side, we'll denote by O. OM, with respect to this angle O, the side OM is the adjacent side, then we will denote it from now on by capital A, let us say. Then the side OP of this right triangle, because it has three sides. Every triangle has three sides. Now all the three sides of the right triangle are named. With respect to O, it's called the hypotenuse. So we are now ready to define the trigonometric ratios. We can write down. So the 6 trigonometric ratios are, the 6 trigonometric ratios are, okay, so here, now we need to know what is a ratio. So let's take one example. Now, if I were to write here, number 1, let us say, give a gap here, gap, and then gap and gap, let us say. Let me write here, this one, PM. So PM is nothing but the side of this right triangle. And let us divide it by PM divided by OP. OPO. You can write OP, PO, but up to you. Side writing is, order is not a strict rule. You can do it the way you like it. OP, or some people may write it PO also. It means the same side. So PM is nothing but here opposite. So we said we have divided the opposite side of this right triangle by the OP, means the hypotenuse side. So what is this? Side, opposite side by hypotenuse side. So you're dividing one side of a triangle by another side of the same triangle. So it is side divided by side. Now let me explain to you as a side note right now what is a ratio. Ratio simply means division of same type. Okay, follow me and say that. Division of same type. Yes, that's correct. So if I were to say my pocket money in school is, let us say, rupees, in a week I get rupees 100 from my parents, let us say. And another boy's pocket money in the school, let us say, is rupees 200, for example, only I'm taking. What did we do just here? We divided the pocket money of a particular boy in your class divided by the pocket money of another boy. Why? To compare how much they are getting. So this type of division where you divide the same type by same type, like see here, money by money. So the unit will always get cancelled in a ratio. Then 1 is divided by 2, or we can write 1 is to 2. This is called ratio, division of same type. So I'll give you an example of a division which is not a ratio. Rupees 100 by 20 students may not be a ratio. Why? Because the numerator here is money, the denominator here is not money, it is number of students. So different type of unit, different types, not the same type. So this is not a ratio. Just like this is a ratio, division of same type or same unit, therefore the ratio will never have unit, because same unit divided by same unit means up and down will cancel, so units will get cancelled out. So here side of a triangle by side, hypotenuse, opposite side by hypotenuse side is a ratio, because side of a triangle divided by side. You're not dividing side of a triangle by angle of a triangle, you're dividing same type side by side, so this is a ratio. We know now. Clear, right? So the name of this first ratio in trigonometry is called, spelling is SINE, sine O, the angle is O. So I'm using O here. And this one, for convenience sake, is written in short as SIN O. But we have to pronounce it as sine O, not sin O, okay? This is the full name, this is the short name. So sine O is simply opposite by hypotenuse. So this sine O is simply the name of a particular ratio. There is nothing so complicated about it, right? So like that, the name of the second ratio, or we can just do one more if you like. We took PM here by OP. Now let us take PM, another different new ratio. Let us take PM by OM, let us say. If we did that, that would be opposite by adjacent. PM by OM, opposite side by adjacent. So the name of this ratio, second ratio in trigonometry is called, the name of this second ratio is called, let me write it shorter. The name of this second ratio is called cosine O, and we write in short as cos or COS. So cos O is opposite by adjacent, O by A, sine O by H, cos O by A. Like that we have to memorize. We have to memorize this one. Sine O by H, cos O by A. Once we understand, we are expected to memorize this portion. These things we cannot memorize because the sides of the triangle will change if we change the letter, right? The third, like that, there's name of the third ratio in trigonometry is called tangent. TANGENT, and we write in short as tan O, and it's nothing but opposite. Cosine. I've made a mistake. Opposite by hypotenuse, not PM by, not OM, PM by OP. Please correct it. PM by OP, so opposite by hypotenuse. Sorry, opposite by adjacent by hypotenuse. Sorry, I'm confusing this one. Please correct it. Opposite, adjacent by hypotenuse. Sorry, OM by OP, adjacent by hypotenuse. Sorry, okay, please correct it. So cos O is adjacent by hypotenuse. Now tan is always opposite by adjacent. So that is opposite side is PM. And what is adjacent side? You can say, yes, OM. So you can write your OM. So the name of the third ratio is tan O by A. So now sine O by H, cos O, A by H, tan O by A. So these are the three main ratios. So we know that there will be 6 trigonometric ratios because a triangle has 3 sides and we can divide these 3 sides in 6 different ways, therefore not more than 6, right? So the fourth one is the reciprocal of this. Okay, so the reciprocal ratio, say after me, reciprocal ratio of tangent theta is called cotangent O. In this case, we're not using theta O, and it's written in short as cot O. So reciprocal means the reciprocal of 2 by 3 is, that's right, 3 by 2. Down will go up will come down. We learned this in our lower classes also, 7, 8, right? So here, this A will go up. Reciprocal means A will go up, and O will come down. So this is OM will go up, PM will come down. So this cot O is simply the reciprocal of O. So if we memorize sine O by H, cos O, A by H, and tan O by A, the last 3 we need not memorize if we know which is the reciprocal of which one. Okay. So the fifth one, the fifth ratio is the reciprocal of this cosine, and the reciprocal ratio of cosine is called secant O, written in short as sec O. So reciprocal means simply H will go up, A will come down. Likewise, OP will go up, OM will come down. I hope you're getting right. Then the last ratio, which is the reciprocal of sine, is called cosecant. Reciprocal ratio of sine is called cosecant. We write in short as cosec O. Okay. And so this will simply be H will go up, and then O will come down, OP will go up, and PM will come down. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios that we're going to use in trigonometry. The first chapter, Introduction to Trigonometry. So we have to memorize sine O by H, cos O, A by H, tan O by A. Cot is the reciprocal of tan, so A by O, it goes like that. So please thoroughly memorize this one, this portion, this portion. We need not memorize this, as I said earlier, because this will change. The moment you change this to A, B, C, everything will change. We can't memorize that, right? So this is how we define the 6 trigonometric ratios. Okay, write it and memorize it carefully. Next, we will go to an important part, which is called the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so let us see. Okay, so let us do that in the next class. Okay.